Okay, let's get the stream up and running. And check that we have done that successfully. I think we have. Let's see, we'll know in a moment. Cool, yeah, that looks like the stream is set up good. I've got my lunch to finish in a second, but we'll get on that. We'll get on that in a minute. I'm gonna pop out the chat, get everything ready here, and get some nice little background music going. I think that's probably sensible. Hey, Artist Synth, how are you doing? I'm just getting the stream set up, so I will be just a moment. Get the social posts out that say we're live. And get rid of the thing that is reminding me that we're recording this. That's done. And then let's get some... What's a Nintendo indie? Cadence of Hyrule. Let's put the Cadence of Hyrule soundtrack on. That'll do. So put some of that on quietly.
Did you know?
Did I know? I don't. You're an advert. Whatever you want me to know, I don't want to know it. Advertisement. Hey, AJ. Hey, Chuzu Adam. Hey, Predicanga. Oh, am I still set to be doing Dragon Age Inquisition? That's on me. Give me 1 sec. Let me turn that down a smidge. Yeah, so this should be just chatting or special events. Here we go. I fixed the category. We're in the right one now. Sorry about that. I saw the notification on my phone and tried to just type in Laureate instead of Twitch on my computer to get there. Surely typing in my name should be enough to get you to my stream. The internet should know what you mean. The internet should be able to work that out. So, are we gonna do bingo? Yeah, screw it. Let's do a bingo card, because why not? We love a good Nintendo Direct bingo over here. Oh, AJ, thank you very much for the sub. Just something for all the great work. Oh, thank you. That's very lovely. It's very appreciated. Right. Nintendo Indie Direct. Oh, hey, Incompetent Hero. Thank you also for the sub. Thank you for 25 months. That's like 2 years or something. That is like 2 years or something. That's like a baker's... What's the term? A baker's dozen? The baker's 2 years. Hey, thank you very much, iBalentine, for the Prime sub. Thank you very much. Will you do the Play Direct too? I had no idea that was happening. When's it happening? Compared to now. Give me a sec. I want to turn this music slightly more down in my ears just so that I'm less distracted. Yeah, depending on when the Playdate Direct is, I could potentially do it. Yeah, so I was gonna look at stuff that I want to put in this predictions list. I think... No Silk Song, I think, is the freebie space. I'm putting that down on there. 3.5 hours from now, that's, what, 6? Maybe. I will make a decision after this stream is done when I can look at what work I have to do today and how that's going to shake out. We'll have a look. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that'd be like 6 UK, which is usually when I try and finish work, so I need to look at my schedule and see how it lines up. Okay. Easy predictions. I'm starting with the easy things. Lego Horizons release date. This kind of leaked earlier today, and like the timing just seems too perfect. Like, there is a release date floating around for Lego Horizons, and I imagine it was meant to be a Nintendo Direct announcement, so we're probably going to see it here. Worms Armageddon Anniversary Edition. This music is from the soundtrack to Cadence of Hyrule. The Crypt of the Necrodancer indie dev team got to make a Zelda game that was Crypt of the Necrodancer but Zelda, and this is from the soundtrack to Cadence of Hyrule. Warmanny, don't expect Twilight Princess for Switch. Nothing first party. Don't expect anything developed by Nintendo today. Expect indie games and third parties, meaning companies that aren't Nintendo. This today is literally anything other than Nintendo made games. I mean, they've already said no Switch 2, so like way too easy. If they hadn't officially said it, I'd maybe use that as a space. Oh, you know what, actually, I do have another easy square to do. Give me a sec. Ooh, Devolver title Switch port. I could see that. But now I'm gonna just put a Devolver square. I'm putting Call of Duty down. So, the official Call of Duty Brazil Twitter account was implying that that something Call of Duty was going to be in the Direct, and then they deleted the tweet. Microsoft are legally obligated to get some kind of Call of Duty onto Nintendo platforms to not get in trouble with regulators. I assumed we were going to wait until the Switch 2 to see it happen, but my gut kind of says we see something Call of Duty today. Time to just chill for a sec. And I'm gonna do my best to try and have my sandwich before we start, so apologies for eating on stream while we do the bingo when I try and finish my lunch. Isn't that Call of Duty Next thing happening as well? Is there? I don't follow Call of Duty well enough to know. 2.5... You know, I'm gonna put HD 2D. I'm gonna put an HD 2D game on the thing today. Even though it's coming out in like a month, I think we get a Plucky Squire trailer that reaffirms the release date. Ooh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna push the boat out slightly. Plucky Squire gets a demo today on Switch. I think that's a risky guess. I don't actually believe it's gonna happen, but I want it to happen, so I'm putting it there. What are some popular indies that aren't on Switch that people keep asking to be on Switch? Are there any indies like that at the moment that haven't been announced for Switch but everyone wants to be on Switch? Or any ones that got announced but we're still sort of waiting for them to have a release date? Just having a scroll back through notes. Oh, My Sims! My Sims got rated by a bunch of ratings boards recently. which was the weird offshoot of The Sims that appeared on Wii, and I think DS. Oh, I didn't start a new line. My Sims, I reckon that'll show up. Jane says Billy Bust Up release date. I would fucking love that. I don't know how likely that is. I don't know, has that been announced for anything other than PC? I genuinely don't know if there's a Switch version of that announced, but again, sometimes you just gotta put down the things that you optimistically want to happen. I'll give Billy Bust Up a space because I want to believe. Goodbye Volcano High. Was that not like... I think it was published to some degree, like, PlayStation helped publish it. And as such, my understanding is that Goodbye Volcano High is unlikely to come to anything but PlayStation. We're doing a combination bingo. Because both of these directs are happening back to back, and they're both, like, pretty short directs, so this is one shared bingo board kind of for both indie / third party. I don't know if it was officially published by PlayStation, but I know, like, they had some hand in helping the development, I believe. I think it was a situation like No Man's Sky, where after the No Man's Sky offices flooded, PlayStation stepped in and financially helped out with getting them back on track. I think it's one of those situations where it's, like, not strictly published by PlayStation, but, like, there's a loyalty connection going on. Artisan says Goodbye Volcano High was released on PC. Yeah. PlayStation doesn't see PC as a competitor. They see Xbox and Switch and Nintendo as their competitors. They're alright with stuff and launching on PC as well as PlayStation. They just don't want it on Xbox or Nintendo if they think it's a PlayStation thing. Unlike Xbox, who is happy for fucking everything to go to PlayStation now. James says Lego Horizon demo. I'm gonna put release date on here. I don't think we get a demo purely because I think if they had a demo ready, they would have shown it at Gamescom. The show starts in 15 minutes, Faith. Yeah, it's Lego Horizons is one of those places where I'm like, I don't expect a demo for a while. Ooh, Carrion 2 would be interesting. Oh, Noiroom K, I would be like 90% confident that My Sims is going to show up today. It's seeming very likely. Let's have a look. Dragon Age is on the Direct? It shouldn't be. Where does it say Dragon Age? Oh, the stream title when it notified you. Yeah, no, I just forgot to change the category. I've updated it now, but some people will have gotten a notification that said Dragon Age. I apologize. Dragon Quest Builders 3. Ooh. I don't believe it, but I want to believe it. Ooh, I've got an idea. I suspect that, oh, what is it? Life is Strange. Double Exposure. Given that that's releasing in like 6 weeks and all the other Life is Stranges are on Switch, it feels like a really easy shoe-in. Ooh, Marvel vs. Capcom release date. Timing feels honestly pretty accurate for that. I wouldn't imagine NSO games, because those partner directs are very explicitly third-party announcements that aren't like Nintendo themselves announcing shit for you. Last partner showcase of NSO games got announced. Okay, well, colour me corrected. You know what? Sure. For now, I will put it on here with the caveat that I might remove it. What NSO games got announced during a partner showcase, out of curiosity? I do not remember that having happened, so I'm now curious. Oh! It was the partner showcase where all the Xbox stuff was getting announced. Yeah, that would explain it. It was the one where the Grounded port got announced and the stuff from Rare. Yeah, okay. That was a particularly special partner direct, but you are correct, it could happen. You know what? It's been a while since we've had That's a Stardew as the space. Just any game that we point at and go, that's a Stardew. Doom RPG and Orcs and Elves Remastered. Any other Microsoft games for Switch? I don't imagine so. I imagine we're going to wait until Switch 2 before we see more Microsoft ports. Reach W, thank you very much for the sub, for the 12 months of sub. Pikmin 5. I'm pretty sure Pikmin 5 would be a first-party game, which is the one thing we're not getting today, but I like your optimism. Hey, Cyborg Girl, how are you doing today? Oh god, I'd love a new Elodies. Although, if a new Elodies existed, the internet would just be full of Elodies nuts jokes, I imagine. Literally, as I'm saying it, I see that Echo has sent it in the fucking chat. Zack and Wiki too. Look, I'm all for, like, optimistically willing a thing into existence. I don't think there's enough positivity on the planet to will a Zack and Wiki 2 into existence, despite the fact I would love to see it. We got 10 minutes, we've got to fill up, like, 2 more spots. Or enough to, like, make it a 5x5, but that's going to be ambitious. You know what, let's start putting some shit in here that's never going to happen. Dragon Age Switch port. Like, I'm not saying Veilguard, but, like, Inquisition or something gets a port to Switch. Slay the Spire 2. Don't Ubisoft, yeah. That's a Souls-like? You know what, sure. That's a Souls-like, can be a space. No, the Prime remakes would be in a main direct. A Cloud, a Survivor-like. Something in the Vampire Derivers category. Go on, let's try and fill up a 5x5. Let's get ambitious. We've got 9 minutes. A Cloud port. There we go. A port that only exists via Cloud Play. Oh, we'll randomize what the center space ends up being, probably. Where... Oh, what is that Square Enix RPG that was on iOS? Chungo, the Mass Effect trilogy is not on the Switch. I would fucking love it if it's on the Switch, but it is not. Yeah, sure, we'll put Square Enix RPG. Don't get too specific. I don't think there'd be an unannounced LEGO game because they're still building up to promote the other, the one that's just about to come out. Ooh, we gotta fill like 5 spots, and we got seven-ish minutes. Okay. What? I don't know what Brave Equius is. You know what? I'm gonna put it in. Tomodachi Life would be first party. I'm doing it now. I'm making the mistake. Oh god, Funko Fusion will 1000% be here. I don't want it to be here, but it'll be here. Yeah, I've got Call of Duty on a Space in here. I'm pretty sure all the old Borderlands are already on Switch. So I don't think Borderlands Port Remaster, because I think most of them are already done. I'm pretty sure Persona Tactica's already on Switch. No! Adverts.
Maryland, the perfect combination of generous chocolate chips
Give me a
and
sec.
a crunchy, crumbly texture.
Ooh, lovely.
Maryland, good to the last crumb.
Chaos is occurring. Hello, I'm back. I love when I create chaos. Chaos is great. Fantasy Life got delayed. Adventure Zone RPG I would fucking love. Okay, we need 4. We need 4. Oh! What's the, not Ace Attorney, the detective in the hat with his young boy assistant that got a new one announced. Could that be in a partner direct? Layton. I don't know if Layton counts as third party, but I'm gonna put Layton. I'm putting Professor Layton on there. Fantasy Life. Okay, we need 2 spots. Yeah. Dojin the Giant 2. The Phoenix and Layton crossover. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have like 2 more. We've got 5 minutes. Sonic X Shadow. Oh, that's a guarantee, because the Sonic 3 trailer released today, like an hour ago, didn't it? Sonic X Shadow. Yeah, that's... You are spot on, that is a shoo-in. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, even if it's technically third party, like, it's not in the spirit of a partner direct. Come on, we need 1 more good one. Jane? For you, I am willing to put Complete Dizzy Collection Remake on here. It is a dead space, but I would put it on here for you. Oh, a new. I don't think that would be. It would be third party, another Astral Chain, because I believe Nintendo owns Platinum now. You know what? I have nothing else to go, and it's really close. We're putting Dizzy Collection. We're putting it on the board. That little egg is gonna get a remake collection. And the free space is no Silk Song. And I'm going to stop the Cadence of Hyrule now, because it is basically time for Nintendo Direct any moment now. So I'm going to full screen that, and then get this menu back up. I know we're like 2 minutes away, so we're slightly ahead of ourselves. Give me a second to make the bingo card into a thing I can actually do something with over here. Oh no, I didn't like actually save it. Okay, it's gonna be awkwardly cropped. But it's technically workable. The bingo card will function. Yeah, that'll do. Give me a sec. If I move this over here, here's our bingo card. It's pretty tiny, but it functionally exists, and I can reference it should I need to. I believe it's the Indie World first, despite it being on the right in the image. I think it's first. Oh, Terra, thank you so much for the compliments about Barbella's arc this season. It has been a fun challenge, and I very much appreciate Austin's willingness to look at the character I've made and go, I'm going to make it difficult for you to hold to the morals that character is trying to hold to, and I'm like, that's great, give me a challenge, even if I complain about it. Right, so any second now, go forward to live, okay. So we are like 10 seconds away. We need a riff on Arzette in Dose Funk. I would love to do an Arzette-inspired character at some point. I would need to work out how correctly to do so, but I would love to do so. Let me very quickly finish my sandwich.
Hello, everyone. We'll now present today's Indie World Showcase and Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase back to back. First up, here's the Indie World Showcase.
This is such an interesting decision from Nintendo to do both of these back to back. It really does suggest that, like, big Switch successor news is imminent, and we want to wedge out all of the non-first party stuff out the door quickly before we do that.
We're back with more indie games headed to the Nintendo Switch system.
All right, it's time to lay our cards on the table.
Sure
Indies
thing.
are usually
Wait,
20
why
minutes,
is there a
Partner
Joker in
Direct's
my
usually
hand?
about 20 minutes. This
Here's
is
the
40
deal.
minutes. I'm gonna guess about 20 minutes each. Ooh! Whoever said Balatro update?
I hate portals.
Uh-huh! Is this just the Witcher themed? Is this just skins for your deck of cards? Oh my god, don't tell me you're putting Vampire Survivors dopamine into my Balatro. Okay. I thought you were crazy when you suggested Balatro update. Because I know their first big content update isn't until early next year, and they only like a week or two ago said that. So I didn't expect anything, but every indie game is in Balatro now. Friends of Jimbo. That's just available today.
Hola, som Nova d'Estudio, l'equip darrere de Gris i ara el personatge Neva.
Gris,
El nostre joc és una història de maternitat on els jugadors assumeixen el rol de l'Alba. Començaran la seva aventura al costat d'una petita lloba anomenada Neva.
Els capítols inicials del joc mostraran com l'Alba haurà d'encoratjar i protegir una jove neva dels perills del seu món. Però al final del joc, una neva més gran i ferotge es convertirà en la protectora de la seva figura materna, l'Alba. El equipo ha estado trabajando duro para mostrar una cómoda perspectiva sobre cómo quienes nos protegen eventualmente necesitarán nuestro cariño y cuidados también. Estamos encantados de poder compartir las últimas novedades del juego y esperamos que os unáis a Alba y Neva en su aventura en Nintendo Switch.
I remember very little of Gris. I remember enjoying it at the time. I remember nothing of what that experience was. And that guy in the middle does look very nervous. I mean, I can remember the Gris fucking gorgeously over-animated. Excessively animated. And looking at this, I'm like, yeah.
Creep and crawl your way up the corporate ladder of a bizarre insect megacorp that's buzzing with mysteries. In this surreal RPG, you'll take on the role of Moth Cubit, an ordinary employee who's recently received a promotion.
But
Is
this
Minish
no time
Cap
to
shrinking
celebrate
just an ability my little
the
insect
threat
has
of a
in this? That's great.
mysterious event known as the final process is looming. Can Moth and his fellow bugs save the company? Or even reality itself?
As you investigate the cramped cubicles and creepy corridors of the corporation, you'll befriend bugs from all walks of life, each with a story that's interwoven with Moth.
Not everyone will be friendly, though.
Oh,
Take on
Okay.
enemies in verbal showdowns with multiple dialogue choices, and be sure to bring your fighting words.
yeah,
Your
I'm
choices
concerned
influence
by
how
the
story
final
progresses.
process.
There are multiple secrets, quests, and endings to unravel. So experiment and see what happens.
Moth Cubit buzzes onto Nintendo
Today.
Switch
Okay,
next
no.
spring.
I thought they're building up for this is available
guys.
today.
We're AJ and Dio from Tokyo Productions in Indonesia. We're part of Coffee Talk team, and with our much missed friend
Coffee Talk.
and the
The
original
Coffee Talk
creator
team, yeah.
Fahmi, we created Coffee Talk and Coffee Talk Episode 2.
Hey everyone, I'm Anna Winterstein, a game designer and a writer. I was the co-writer of Coffee Talk Hibiscus and Butterfly alongside Junkie at Toge.
Hi, I'm Kimitaka Ogawa, a writer and English to Japanese games translator. I had the privilege to work on the Japanese translations of both Coffee Talk games.
Today, we are thrilled to announce that we are partnering with Chorus to expand the Coffee Talk world.
We've been hard at work over the last year to come up with a story that retains the cozy elements Coffee Talk fans are fond of, but at the same time brings something new to the table.
And now, we're very proud to announce an exciting new
Something
game
about
for
this
Coffee Talk fans.
Presentation is really breaking my brain. I don't know what it is. I'm struggling to... These human beings are talking to each other and reacting to each other despite getting paused in between things they say, and it's breaking my brain. Oh, the soundtrack. We had a good time doing the first Coffee Talk on stream. There was a lot going on with it. It was a good excuse to do a lot of voicing of characters and doing silly voices. A city as large as a small city. I will never not be amused a large boulder the size of a small boulder. It will live in my heart forever.
Let's check out some upcoming downloadable content that will take you to new and unexpected places.
Discover a miniature clockwork world in the Sea of Stars Throes of the Watchmaker DLC.
Do you think this counts as an HD 2D?
Gear up for a journey full of oddities and wonders in which Valir and Zale will have to play by new rules.
It's not
to
strictly
put a
the
stop to a
Square
cursed
Enix
carnival.
HD 2D
will
thing.
Transform into a
But
skillful juggler,
while
Valir will
it's
dazzle as an acrobat.
fancy pixel.
Together
Yeah,
with new
no, it doesn't
playable
count.
character
This is me
Artie,
just being cheeky.
they'll explore new areas and battle through dangerous dungeons in their quest to save the world of Orlage.
A malevolent spectacle awaits when this free DLC
That's a
for
cool
Sea
looking
of
train.
Stars launches on Nintendo
You got my
Switch
attention
next
as soon
spring.
as there was a cool train. A lot of these have been
Get out of my swamp!
early
Sorry,
2025
Amber.
announcements.
But just like onions, this swamp has layers of dirt that need to be blasted away.
Ugh, fine.
Are we
anyway.
cleaning the pansexual pride flags off of Shrek's swamp?
Paid DLC for Power Wash Simulator.
Did Pride happen at Shrek's swamp and he doesn't? Is he not okay with being seen as Pan?
Universe, including Shrek's very own swamp and the Dragon's Lair.
Don a shiny suit of armor with a new night-themed character model. And get your power washing game on when the Shrek Special Pack DLC makes a splash on the Nintendo Switch system this fall.
Shrek, don't be afraid of your
Hi, I'm
pansexuality.
Sam, and I'm Toby. Our team has been working on a new game called Morsels. You play
That
as a
cat
mouse
in the
fighting
back
against
right
the forces of wicked cats,
is a bit
using magical
fucking
cards
scary.
to transform into a bunch of weird little monsters. It's a challenging roguelike set in a grungy, whimsical world.
When I first pitched Morsels 4 years ago, it was a simple top-down shooter, which is a genre I love. Since then, with the help of Sam and our programmer Iggy, we've been able to turn it into something much cooler and night efficient. I hope when people play Morsels, they enjoy the frenetic action, but are also charmed by the game's personality.
Please enjoy the first ever trailer for our strange little game.
Thank you.
I would need to turn this CRT filter off. It is not doing my brain any favors. Fascinated by the character design. Yeah, my eyes can't focus on this correctly. The funky little creature designs are pretty interesting. I would need to play this to see if I actually enjoyed playing it, but I like the little creature designs. Jane, I have no idea if the glasses would help. I think it's just I'm getting too focused on the scan lines and my brain is struggling to see the forest for the trees. If that makes sense.
They say
date everything!
The heart is.
I played this
and that's
at
especially
Gamescom.
true for this next game.
That's right. Household objects, appliances, and even concepts
Let's see.
turn into
Are any of the
eligible
ones
love
I dated at
interests
Gamescom
and
in this
date
trailer?
everything. A game in which you can, in fact, date
Date the
pretty much
toilet.
everything.
Date the toilet.
100 dateable
He's a shitty
characters,
SoundCloud
there
rapper.
Are plenty of unconventional partners to choose from. Fall madly in love with Fabrizio the cabinet. Become besties with Shelly the shelf. Or come to despise Doug. Your overwhelming sense of existential dread.
Yeah.
I
dated
I'll
the
pass on Doug.
UI.
Can I fall in love with a lamp?
No
I
way.
dated the
Love's
door,
the way
who was a
it was all
bouncer,
wrong.
which was pretty
But
good.
Did you know that you could even date the game itself? Why don't I introduce you to Textbox-chan?
Engage in flirtatious, branching dialogue with these fully voiced characters.
Yeah, that's the one I dated, where then she implied that any other character I dated while I was clicking on the text box, I would secretly still be dating her, and that was interesting.
Dating game because your choices could result not just in love, but also in friendship, or even disdain.
Find the object of your affection when Date Everything launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
Hi, I'm Sienna, the lead artist on Peglin.
And I'm Dylan, the game designer of Peglin and the founder of Red Nexus Games. The two of us created the first version of Peglin at a game jam in 2019.
Oh, Peglin's interesting.
Peglin's neat. We wanted to
neat.
create something fun and physicsy. We ended up creating the first version of Peglin's battle system.
When the pandemic started,
an RPG where a game of Peggle is the battle system, kind of.
And enemies for our little goblin friend to explore.
We then added 2 of our friends to help speed up development, and now 4 years later, we're a team of 7, and we're excited to bring Peglin to Nintendo Switch.
The dragons have been stealing your gold for as long as you can remember.
Yeah, it's Peggle RPG.
Into the heart of their lair and exact your revenge with the power of pegs.
In this roguelike pachinko-inspired RPG, you'll aim orbs and hit pegs to deal damage in turn-based
This game's pretty
battles.
fucking good. I like this game
The
a
more
lot.
pegs you hit, the more devastating the blow you'll deal to your enemies.
Bounce your way to victory with a variety of different orbs. Some can split into multiple copies. Others will pierce both pegs and enemies. And some will even heal you for every peg you hit.
The pegs themselves have some peculiar properties too. They can explode, help you unlock the critical power of your orbs, and more.
Yeah, I played this on
With
Steam
careful
Deck.
planning
Like,
and aiming, you can create
it had not
some
been on Switch to my knowledge before
combos.
this.
Relics will radically change your game too. Equip these rare passive power-ups to prevent lethal damage or turn pegs into bombs. Just to name a few. Each run presents new opportunities for possible combinations.
Teach those dragons a lesson when Peglin bounces onto Nintendo Switch as a timed console exclusive later today.
Oh, I'll take an excuse to replay Peglin. Peglin's great. I can tell this is not going to be a game for me. It sure is a stumble chum. A fumble fiend. Get tripped onto the floor, guy. Wobbly life. See, I was pretty close with those name predictions.
Okay, follow my lead and watch out for the caterpillar.
We're doing great so far. Hey, careful.
Drop, dude.
Andrew!
Oops, let's try this again. Scoot, scoot.
And jump! Good thing we're tied together.
Look, a key. Let's grab it.
Hey, don't jump on my head.
I'm going in.
Oh. All right, let's slow it down. And jump.
Got it.
Yay.
We make a great team. Now let's try it with 8 players.
Oh boy. As you can see, cooperation is key in this puzzle platformer.
All
Up
8
to
of you should
8
have to be
players
tied
need to
together.
work together to navigate
You should all be
levels full
tied
of
to each other.
ledges,
Make it
cliffs,
worse.
And other obstacles.
Use strategic stacking, coordinated movement, and puzzle-solving skills to find all the keys and reach every level's exit. There are more than 60 levels, and each one can be completed no matter how many players you have on your side.
Think it'll be a walk in the park? Think again. Even greater challenges await in dark mode, where your skills and your friendships will be put to the ultimate test.
Get ready for multiplayer mischief when Pico Park 2 jumps onto Nintendo Switch as a timed console exclusive later today. Can't get enough indies? Here are some more titles headed to the Nintendo Switch system in the near future.
Okay, sizzle reel time. Is this just Shovel Knight plus all of the DLC in one package? Ghibli of the Wild. No, I know that Hollow Knight was definitely on Switch. Okay, it's the first game with every single piece of content developed for, including legacy stuff from the 3DS and Wii U. Feels like that should already be a thing, I guess. Plucky Squire, there we go. We did call... Okay, no, we didn't get this square, because originally we had Plucky Squire, and then I decided to put the word demo, knowing it wouldn't happen, but because I wanted to believe. Because I just need to try that game. I need that game in my hands.
Hey, where'd you get that pizza?
I found it in that tower over there.
What?
Where'd you get that pizza? Whoa! Oh, pizza tower. Surprised this hadn't happened already. I'm gonna be honest, I assumed this was on Switch already. Okay, let's see. What stuff on the bingo card was indie stuff? Oh, Devolver. Plucky Squire was Devolver, so we can have that. Even if we talked ourselves out of getting the Plucky Squire space. By getting specific. No Billy Buster. Have we had a Stardew yet? Or a Souls-like or a Survivor-like? I don't think so. Never was Devolver 2, okay. Rulespider says, I guess the developer of Pizza Tower changed his mind about not coming to Nintendo platforms. Had he said he wasn't going to come to Nintendo platforms? Was there a reason for him saying that? Yeah.
That's all for today's Indie World.
Okay.
We hope you
we did not we did not bingo card very well for the indies, but we'll see.
To our indie community and
Elatro included Vampire Survivors. I suppose that counts for Survivor-like. You know what? I'll take it.
To date on all things indie on the Nintendo Switch
And you know what?
system.
I'm gonna give myself the Plucky Squire demo space because they demoed the Plucky Squire to us in the form of a trailer.
Right now. Until next time, happy gaming.
Okay, Rulespider, did he say a reason that he wasn't going to bring Pizza Tower to Nintendo? I'm curious if he got specific about it. Well, I think for the No Silk Song space, we've got to have No Silk Song in the partner direct as well. Just in case, I think we're gonna. I don't think we take it until.
Nintendo Direct
it's not gonna happen, but I think we wait until the end of.
In this presentation, we'll be focusing on Nintendo Switch games launching in the second half of 2024 from our publishing and development partners. Okay, let's get into the headlines. These games are falling into place.
Old Tetris collection?
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Tetris with a compilation
No
of
Silk Song is
games.
the center square.
Experience the 1988 Famicom version of Tetris. Chain combos using explosions in Tetris 2 plus Bombless. Use special moves to win in Tetris Battle Gaiden. And more in this interactive museum, including the games shown here.
That's a lot of Tetrises.
In addition, enjoy the brand new Tetris Time Warp.
Oh, I agree with you, NH London. I kind of just want Silk Song to shadow drop on a random day.
You can also watch new documentary clips about the history of Tetris and its key players. Tetris Forever drops onto the Nintendo Switch system this year.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the best
NES version of
Tetris.
is coming to Nintendo Switch Online
NSO.
this winter.
There we go. NSO. The NSO space got a win.
And be on the lookout for a Tetris 99
Tetris Effect is the only correct answer for best Tetris.
Speed into the unknown.
Tetris Effect is amazing.
Journey to the galaxy's depths in this high-speed sci-fi adventure. After receiving a mysterious distress signal, you'll venture through a
Tetris
massive
wasn't on
alien
an SO
world to
already because it
reunite with
didn't
your
need to
beloved.
be, because Tetris
Ride
Effect
the stylish
existed.
hoverboard to explore stunning landscapes filled with all sorts of alien structures. From scorching sands to wavy waters, each area will challenge your traversal skills.
Is it bad?
Along the way, you'll face
I
enemies
would
in
be
frenetic melee combat.
1,000% more interested in this if the
Unlocking
protagonist
skills and
was not
combining different abilities,
this man.
You can find more creative ways to overcome foes. You can also customize the hoverboard to match your riding style. Solve puzzles.
Like, I don't know what it
gather
is about this
resources
man.
To boost its speed, steering, gravity, and more. Whether you're
Everything
racing
about the
through
game's
terrain at
mechanics
high
and
speeds
aesthetic is
or in
cool.
the
I just
throes
don't
of
want to play
combat,
as generic
the hoverboard will be
McManson.
there to help you. Leave no stone unturned as you explore every corner of this vast planet. You never know what or who you'll find. Star Overdrive launches as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch next year. Do whatever floats your
Like,
boat.
look, I'm not saying I'm offended by his
Welcome
inclusion.
to
I'm
the
just
vast
saying,
island of San Angora,
if he
where
was
you'll take on the role of
literally
a
any
goat.
woman, I'd be more interested
We're
in the
not
game.
kidding. In this sprawling sandbox
And I
adventure,
just have to
you'll
admit
headbutt,
that is a
rip,
fact.
and explode your way across the island. Wreak havoc on anything and everything you find. Want to drive around town? Join a yoga class? Antagonize the locals? You can do all of that and more. Complete quests and gain karma to progress the story and unlock customization options. From fashionable nonsense like floral shirts and inflatable tubes to goat variants.
Yeah, I'm
including
honestly
tall,
very
angry,
surprised
and
Goat
even
Simulator
tasty
is
goats.
still, like,
So
getting
buckle
new
up and grab
entries
your
at this
fashion
point.
style by the
I
horn.
really did think this joke
And
would
you're
have
not the only
worn thin for
belligerent
people
Billy
by
around
now.
here. Unleash all sorts of bad mischief in two-player online or couch co-op. Hope you're ready to hoof it, because
I mean, the
digital
series
version
is
of
for, like,
Goat
7
Simulator
to
3
12-year-olds.
rams its way onto Nintendo eShop later today. The physical version of the game launches on Nintendo Switch this November. Here's a rapid-fire mix of first reveals and game updates coming to Nintendo Switch.
Ooh. The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the First. Quite a mouthy title. Oh, this really, really terrible gacha multiplayer thing. Some old Stalker ports. Worms Armageddon! There it is, that was on our bingo card. Worms Armageddon Anniversary Edition. Yeah, that kind of was floating around the internet earlier today.
Make Bikini Bottom your playground. Is this SpongeBob? No, this is Patrick. The silly sea star from SpongeBob SquarePants stars in this physics-based sandbox.
You know what I
adventure.
love more than an old
Bikini
meme?
Bottom
Is
is
someone
your
trying
oyster.
to do an impression of an old
Make some
meme.
hilarious mayhem by performing whimsical skydives, digging up treasure in the dump, or even blowing off steam in Mrs. Puff's rage room. Experiment with items you find, from exploding pies to paint tubes to make the world
Yeah,
more
it's
Patrick.
Goat Simulator, but with Patrick.
And he's not the only familiar face here. Take on comical challenges from
Dreamlight
SpongeBob,
Valley, my
Sandy,
understanding is it's a
Squidward,
Stardew,
and
but
more.
people might disagree. I don't know.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
Step into Patrick's shorts and the inner machinations of his mind. When SpongeBob SquarePants, the Patrick Star game, launches on Nintendo Switch October 4th.
Let's have that to
Pre-orders begin
Stardew.
later today on Nintendo eShop. Ready for your very
Close
own
enough.
personal trainer?
Okay, let's get started. Ready. 1, 2, jump.
The latest entry in the fitness boxing series is punching its way onto Nintendo Switch.
The only good entry in this series is the anime-themed ones, where you're playing like One Punch Man boxing, or like Berserk boxing.
Launching the game.
I believe there's a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure boxing.
Once you're done, try going the distance.
With an extra workout.
With Mitt Drills, you'll practice with your instructor at your own pace.
Yeah, Hatsune Miku boxing.
Fit boxing, you can complete exercise.
The weird anime
while
boxings are the only good ones in this
experience.
series.
30 brand new songs are included. There are also 6 instructors, including 2 new ones. Plus, you can change their
And hey man, I'm glad you're excited for the Sky remake. I'm sorry that I don't know enough to be excited with you, but I'm glad that it's exciting.
Boxing 3, your personal trainer, launches.
I know there's a
on
Fist of the
Nintendo
North
Switch
Star
system
boxing.
December
They've done several anime boxings.
This is going to be a match to remember. 8 Capcom fighting games
We
are
getting a
crawling
release
their
date?
way onto Nintendo Switch in one collection. Here's the complete roster of games. Capcom versus SNK Millennium Fight 2000 Pro.
Yeah, I reckon we're getting a release
Capcom
date.
versus SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium 2001. Project Justice.
Full Metal Alchemist boxing would be really good. Yeah, beat up Shao Tucker
Street
in
Fighter
Full
Alpha
Metal
3
Alchemist
Upper.
boxing. Fuck yeah.
Plasma Sword Nightmare of Bilstein.
Oh no, you're right. This is a
Power Stone.
Yeah, you're right. This is a sorry, I wasn't paying attention. This is a different
Power
Marvel
Stone 2.
versus Capcom collection. Is this another fucking Capcom
Each game has
collection?
its own training mode and is playable online.
You see why I assumed this was the same
You can
fucking
also
collection?
visit the museum to enjoy artwork,
Power Stone,
and music from each game.
No, bring back that.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2 launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
This is just a second
Jump
one.
into the fray when Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade
Okay, yeah, the first one-
Hyper combos its way onto Nintendo Switch September 12th.
Oh, that's
Digital
really fucking
pre-orders begin
soon.
later today on Nintendo eShop. The physical version of the game launches
Yeah,
on
considering the
Nintendo
first one
Switch
didn't
November
even have a
22nd.
release date yet, let alone was out, I didn't assume we were getting a second
Next,
collection so
please
fast.
take a look
Huh.
at this.
Ah.
私の声を聞いている
Uh-huh.
遠い時代のあなたへ
That's honestly, that is. I am impressed at their dedication to bringing all the old stuff back in a couple of good collections. Huh.
魂を育み形作るユミヤにとっては見えるのが正しいことでも正しいことって一つじゃないのよ
I don't think this is, but this definitely does feel a bit like Hoyoverse. Probably is an Atelier.
絶対に許さない。
身の程知らず愚か者。今日はそうただのご挨拶ですとも。
これが私の全力。
どうか真相を解き明かして
Atelier Yumiya, the Alchemist of Memories and the Envisioned Land. Love me a good lengthy game title.
We hope you're looking forward to the newest entry in the Atelier series, featuring a brand new protagonist. All right, let's see some more headlines.
Okay, we're down to like the last 10 minutes. What else you got?
Adventures and allies await in these Nintendo Switch games.
Lego Horizons might be in
HD
this.
remasters of the first 2 Suikoden games are coming to Nintendo Switch in one bundle.
Ooh,
Meet and
Suikoden.
befriend up to 108 allies in these turn-based RPGs. During your travels,
This 1
you
and
can
2, did
strengthen
they
your
say?
home base and expand your spheres of influence while fighting for your cause. This collection adds new support features, like the ability to speed up combat and automate battles with a single button. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remastered, Gate Rune, and Dunan Unification Wars launches on Nintendo Switch March 6th, 2025. The HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest III draws
HD
near.
2D
After gathering your companions
Square Enix
and selecting their
RPG.
vocations, you can now customize their appearance, voice, and more. With the new Monster Wrangler vocation, you can use monster-like abilities to fight enemies and heal allies.
I can turn this
There may
into
also be
Pokemon?
places
Fuck
where you can
yeah.
put monsters to use, but that's for another time. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake ventures onto Nintendo Switch.
What does
November
having a crown
14th.
by your name mean? Let me
Pre-orders
hover
begin
over it.
later today on Nintendo Wii.
I think it means you've done a Prime sub at some
3
point.
Castlevania games originally released on the Nintendo DS system: Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, and Order of Ecclesia rise again in a single collection.
These are some of the good
Classic
ones.
Haunted Castle is also included.
These are some of the
featuring
good ones.
original and a reimagined version.
November 14th for Dragon
Plus,
Quest. Nice.
there's a gallery that includes exclusive
Or
art
it might just
and
mean
a
that the person
music
has
player.
Prime? I don't know. I don't know.
Dominus
I
Collection
hover over it and it
launches
says
on the
Prime
Nintendo
Gaming.
Switch
I don't
system
know
later
what
today.
all that means.
Build something you believe in. The award-winning strategy series returns with Sid Meier's Civilization
who guessed
7.
Civ
Who
earlier?
was
Someone
one
was
of
saying,
many
like, the early
legendary
Civs,
historical
but-
figures, including newly added leaders such as Queen Himiko.
I played
Friendship
some of
is her
this at,
strength,
at
and she can
Gamescom.
initiate diplomatic endeavors that help you research new technologies, expand your territory, establish
Honestly,
your empire
if this
across the
is
map,
real
and conquer
footage,
or cooperate with rival
it's not looking
civilizations.
terrible.
You can even create your own path
This is
through
real
history
Switch
by
footage.
choosing different civs with each new age. In the modern age, you can evolve your empire into Meiji Japan.
No, I don't
known
think
for
they've
its
said Cloud.
scientific strength and military force. Plus, you and your friends can see your kingdoms collide in online or local play. Can you create an empire that stands the test of time? Turn the page on a revolutionary new chapter when Sid Meier's Civilization 7 launches on the Nintendo Switch system.
Yeah, that's not a
February
cloud
11th.
port.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Forge bonds transcending time.
Oh, this is
Celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Tales of series with
Yeah.
a remaster of the action RPG Tales of Grace's F. When the protagonist Asbel
Anime.
and Prince Richard
It sure is
meet
anime.
Sophie as children,
We will always be friends.
the three soon become lifelong friends. Several years have since passed. With their strong friendship and desire to protect their loved ones, the now grown-up trio get entangled in a conflict.
This is the
that will
first Vita
determine the
remake that
fate
never
of the
got
world.
localized.
This
Ah.
remaster adds enhancements like destination icons and toggling enemy encounters, as well as downloadable content from the original game. Tales of Grace's F Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch January 17th. Two adorable adventures.
There it is. There's
in
My
one
Sims.
cozy bundle.
There's My Sims. This art style is seared into my brain. I remember this vividly. This take on the art style. I honestly thought this was a very cute direction to take, like stylized models. It was distinct from the Mii's at the time, while still being that good balance of like simplistic plus enough detail to feel personalityful. How's the bingo card looking? Yeah, so-so. We'll look at it in a minute. We ain't getting a bingo, I can tell you that today.
More help is wanted.
Oh, Jane, I would
Think you've
love a
got
new
what
Little
it
King
takes to
story.
manage this perilous pizzeria? Test your
No.
skills and your nerves in this first-person.
Hello, these games are made by a sexist, homophobic, right-wing bigot man. And as such, I'm going to mute this trailer and instead talk about the thing that you should pay attention to if you have like a craving for this kind of genre but don't want to support the man that made the Five Nights at Freddy's. You should go watch what's the one with Nicolas Cage not saying a fucking word. Willy's Wonderland, that's it. Willy's Wonderland is Nicolas Cage does not say a single word for 90 minutes, and it might be his strongest acting performance he's ever done in a knockoff of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's superb. It is the one you watch if you don't want to support the homophobe that made the actual Five Nights at Freddy's. That's what you do instead, is you go watch 90 minutes of Nicolas Cage refusing to say a single word and absolutely eating up every scene he's in.
Launching in time for the holidays.
There we go. Oh, that's definitely a Stardew. How did it take so long for us to get a Hobbit Stardew game? Like, that's the property and genre mashup that makes the most sense out of anything I've ever seen in the world. Oh, the Five Nights at Freddy's creator is like, he's a lot of bigotries. Like, he Funko Fusion, we had this on the thing. Yeah, no, he actively is, like, against, women's right to abortions, like, there's a whole list of, like, he went on some basically, he went on a bit of a tirade about, like, he thinks that abortion should be banned, and then people started criticizing him. There's LEGO Horizon Adventures, called it. Oh, why is it saying holiday? The release date leaked earlier today. It's like November 14th, I think? Anyway, but yeah, when people started criticizing him for his sexism, he responded by, like, throwing a bunch of other bigotry out. So, like, he just kind of dug his heels in.
Me? I should ask the same of you!
Look, there wasn't a release date, but I'm still ticking the LEGO Horizons box because, fuck it, we're not getting a bingo. I need all the help I can get.
Welcome to the eastern nation of Azuma. After a calamity struck, the energy sources known as runes ceased to exist, and the land fell into decline. In this fresh take on the Rune Factory series, step into a bigger adventure than ever before. As an earth dancer, you'll channel the spiritual powers of nature through dance. Use the sacred drum to help crops grow faster.
Girl says, do we know how much longer this presentation is? They said about 40 minutes, which would mean
these treasures and your earth dancer abilities.
Depends how accurate they're being. I would expect like maybe one more game after this.
Restore this once fruitful region to cultivate fields.
Sometimes they say about 40 minutes and then it's like closer to 45.
To revive nature and establish prospering villages. Venture through the enchanting lands
can maybe
of Azuma.
answer. Can we be gay in this one?
Monsters may lie in wait. Harness your earth dancer abilities to confront
No, this won't be the one more thing.
Certain monsters to their
like
human
they
form.
will say one more thing and then they'll close on something.
As you settle
Chat,
into
I know
village
that you're
life,
all going,
get to
you
know
can
the
be gay
community around you
always.
and deepen
That's
your
not like
relationships to find friendship.
actually an
or
answer
even
to the
romance.
question about the
Who
specific
knows?
video game.
A wedding could even be on the horizon.
Yes, I get you, all of you in chat who are going, I don't need the developer's permission to be gay. Yes, but the question is, mechanically, does the game spot
Guardians of
homosexuality
Azuma,
is a question someone in
launching
chat
on
was trying
Nintendo
to
Switch
get a
next
legitimate
spring.
answer to.
Next will be our last announcement. Please
Yeah, here we
take
go.
a look.
Last announcement. Oh shit, Yakuza! I was gonna
Immerse
joke
yourself
about
in the
this.
story that started the epic saga.
They said
of
for years it was
Yakuza
never
Kiwami.
gonna happen.
Meet Kazuma Kiryu, a Yakuza. accused
Kiwami!
of
Oh,
murdering
okay,
his
so we're not
clan's
getting zero.
patriarch,
We're not getting
and
zero,
Haruka,
but...
a young girl on the run. Two individuals
Kiwami!
whose fates intertwine.
Shit,
Set in
okay!
Kamurocho, Japan's largest entertainment district, Kiryu must navigate the twists and turns of Tokyo's underworld while confronting rival gangs. swap between 4
I don't know, it
fighting
seems
styles
to be
in
running
real-time
okay
combat.
here.
Fight bare knuckle, or arm yourself with
Like,
makeshift
this is looking
weapons
like a
and
pretty
go up
nice
against
port.
anything in your way. There are also plenty of distractions to be found in Kamurocho.
Honestly, if we could get
So
like
take a break from
zero
brawling every
Kiwami
once in a
Kiwami
while.
2 on like the current Switch, I'd be fucking delighted. Oh, I
Discover
guarantee
how
this
the
means
epic
by the
series
time that
began
when the
when
Switch 2
Yakuza
comes out, we
Kiwami
will totally
launches
get
on
like
Nintendo
the
Switch
Yakuza collection
October
on
24th.
Switch 2. I was really hoping this would be a today
That's
drop,
all for
but
today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you for
I mean, that looks
watching.
very acceptable. I'm super okay with that for Switch performance. So yeah, here's how we did on the bingo card. Like, not the best. No Call of Duty. I really thought that Call of Duty official Brazilian account was hinting at stuff. No Billy Bust Up, no Dragon Quest Builders 3, no... I was surprised there was no Life is Strange Double Exposure. We did get no Silk Song. That is true. We got no Silk Song. No Dragon Age Switch port. But honestly, Yakuza getting a port is more surprising to me. No Cloud port, no Slay the Spire, that's a Souls-like, Layton, Fantasy Life, Sonic X Shadow. Surprised there was no Sonic X Shadow, given that this was the day that they were doing the Sonic 3 trailer. Yeah, that surprisingly not the worst bingo card it could have been, given some of the absolutely never gonna happen spaces that we put on there. Yeah, chat. Someone in chat might know the name of the Trails, the Trails game that was there. I don't remember all the Trails in the Sky First, apparently. But yeah, there we go. That was like 40-45 minutes of Nintendo announcements. Now here's what I will say. I am of the belief that the reason we got both of these directs back to back is I think they're gearing up for some initial tease of Switch 2 in September. Even if it's like, going to be 6 months before the thing comes out. I think the reason you do this big batch of announcements all at once is to go, here's like one last big push of trying to get like a chance for all of the Switch 1 stuff to have its moment to shine before we talk about successor and everyone stops paying attention. Like, Nintendo never wedges multiple directs back to back in this way, and it really feels like this is our last chance to give a spotlight to current gen hardware kind of vibe. Yeah. I'm gonna call it here in a second. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow night with another Dragon Age Inquisition stream. Until then, I'm gonna go finish up some other work bits. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.